So this is the awareness module. I'll show you a little bit of sort of awareness coaching, how that could work. Emma, thank you. Nice to see you. How are you?
Fine. Bit nervous.
Bit nervous. Great. The first bit of awareness coaching is actually just asking people how they are. Yeah? So often people sit down for coaching and they're on autopilot, and I say, how are you? And they don't know. And the key thing here is to ask and actually want an answer. So it's being curious, being interested, and I give her a moment. So you said a bit nervous. Yeah? And I let her go, oh, and she's feeling that. Okay, so this sounds very basic, but this is the beginning of awareness. It's just mindfulness. I might then say something like, where do you feel that in your body?
I can feel my heart. I can feel kind of the beat of my heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything in your breath?
Not particularly.
Not particularly? A muscle tone, eyes?
Maybe a little bit tight in here.
Okay, in the diaphragm kind of area? Yeah. All right, great. So I'm increasing her level of perception, right? So just by asking, I might put in a question like anything with your breath. Normally there is. Yeah? Muscle tone, normally there is. Okay? I'm maybe looking, I'm giving her a bit of space, and we're just gradually increasing her perception of the, in this case, the nervousness. Now, that might not always be helpful, but that might be something to flag. Yeah? I might then normalize just to go, actually it's totally nervous, totally normal to be nervous while being filmed in front of a group, and, I get it. Yeah, so, so now I'm not just bringing awareness, I'm actually regulating her. Make sense? I'm actually doing a bit of down regulation after the awareness. Okay, so generally I want coaches to get the message. So let's say she came up and said, I'm really angry and I'm tight in my belly. I want her to know that. I'm like, wow, what are you angry about? This is interesting. Who crossed your boundary? I don't just want to get rid of that. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. Okay. We could go more subtle in this as well. So if you're willing, Emma, close your eyes and notice your breath for just like 30 seconds. Is your breath revealing anything else about how you are today that might be below the level of what you were noticing before?
Again, a bit of tightness here in the inhale, and kind of trying to slow down. Okay, so you're trying to... And this is an interesting gesture. Yeah. Can we make that a bit bigger? What's that? I'm curious about that. My hands are tingling, so I think it's getting the tingling moving.
Uh-huh. What is this?
I don't know.
Do you do that in your life?
No.
Oh, I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm sort of doing it myself. I'm also kind of trying it on, right? So as I do it as a coach, I'm bringing her awareness, but I also what is this? This is something I'm curious about. Is this a wider pattern? Is it, I don't listen to what people say very much. So she was talking about tingling in her hands. That's not the main thing I'm really paying attention to. I don't ignore it totally, but it's, I'm more going, what's going on for her doing that, yeah. Good, still with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say yes again like that.
Like I just did.
Yeah, exactly the same as what you just did.
Yep.
What's that? This is a quality to that yes, isn't there? That's interesting. One more time. Because it's not obvious, it's quite subtle. Is it like,
yep.
That's different?
Oh.
It's okay. Try again.
I don't know.
You're not sure? What's the quality in your voice now?
I'm not sure what I can't remember it.
Not sure, remember it, and now I'm mirroring what she's doing, right? I'm just kind of showing back to, she's probably a bit anxious, a bit stressed, because, something didn't get there. There was an interesting quality to how she said yes. I would probably something to do with how she relates to authority, compliance, boundaries. We're not going to go there right now, it's my instinct, particularly because she wasn't going to go there, awareness-wise. Yeah, but that's something as a coach I was tracking, and I could make her more aware of. Let me exaggerate it. So someone goes, yeah, or yes, She didn't do either of those, but that's two very different embodiments around authority. Yeah. That's the third one. Does it make sense? Yeah. So I'm asking her something, and it's like, okay, something's coming up there. It could be about authority, it could be something totally different. But to me, there's a feeling in my own body where I go, that's interesting. Okay? So just asking people to repeat things, you can exaggerate things like we did with the gesture, you can feel into it like with the breath. Yeah. All right, so this mindfulness, let's look at some other body patterns, some other embodiment patterns. You've been playing with us for a few hours. Any patterns you've seen in your general embodiment so far, Emma?
I've noticed using my hands, like when you've got to stop in the middle of something, using my hands.
Yeah. How do you use your hands?
Kind of rubbing them together.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of tension, especially on the left. This kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah, maybe protecting, I don't know, a little bit of this, maybe.
All right, great. So just a couple of, excuse me for keeping talking to the camera, it just explains to everyone what we're doing. So since you said talking with her hands, I thought, oh, she's half Italian, maybe there's a cultural piece. And then I went, it's not that actually. So it's good to be aware of cultural things like, Southern Europeans do have things with their hands that are different than British people, but not to stereotype. It's like, actually, I think it's something totally different. Yeah, so I just want to flag what just went on in my head. Right, so there's a pattern there with the hands. Can we exaggerate it a little bit? Sort of turn it up a notch. Oh, what's that about? Tell me about that.
It's like, a bit like...
How does it look when I do it?
A bit awkward, like a bit of an effort.
A bit of an effort, a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm also letting us see it from the outside. We're going to be mimicking each other's walks a bit later. Yeah. Good. What's that about?
Not feeling at ease.
And is that a sort of specific thing to this environment, or is it more of a general thing? Because I don't know you outside, so is it more of a general thing or more specific thing to here?
I think it's specific to new people or groups.
Okay, right. Now, if that in some way was limiting her life, causing her problems, we could do coaching on it, right? Like stress, maybe this is some sort of coping mechanism. She said something about being protective. We could do a whole coaching session on that. Make sense? Yeah. She hasn't asked for that, and it's not necessarily necessary, but it's just the way I'm. Good. One more. Emma, teach me to be you. How would I do Emma? Because embodiment is a doing. We're verbs, not nouns, right? So walk me through sitting more Emma now.
Hands on your knees. Relax your shoulders. Look a bit more awkward.
Oh, a bit awkward.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. Teach me how to do it. Like, it's genuinely not good for me. Easy for me, hard for me. What do I do?
Maybe, head to one side.
But this is much more yin than this. It's much more kind of feminine. Princess Diana used to do that like loads. Yeah.
Maybe do something with your lips and like fiddle your.
I feel kind of anxious. Does it feel anxious to be Emma?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's new for me. I'm getting sort of empathy for you as a coach here. How is it to look at it from the outside?
It looks a bit like tiring.
Tiring?
Maybe.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel tired sometimes in this embodiment?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's the advantages of being Emma? Like this way you've taught me.
I can kind of check out what's going on.
Okay, so sort of check things out, not get in trouble maybe.
Yeah.
I imagine is it a safety strategy sort of on some level? Most embodiments are sort of safety or love strategies basically. They're ways to get belonging and love or to stay safe, right? So I can imagine this being quite good at noticing things that might be dangerous or, check things out. Any other advantages to it?
Probably that's the main one.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And any disadvantages to it? I'm just going to go back to being me now because it's more comfortable for me.
Yeah.
Any disadvantages to it?
It's kind of unnecessary effort.
Unnecessary effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the cost for that for you?
More draining, more kind of, more stressful.
More stressful.
Draining.
Yeah. Okay. So it could be just a bit unpleasant, a bit draining.
Yeah.
If someone was having burnout, for example, this could be really interesting to see. Oh, they're burning a lot of energy a lot of the time doing these kind of things. Yeah, and then we could go, how does it affect your status at work? How does it affect your intimate relationships? How does it affect your parenting, right? We could drill down into those. And then, of course, this is just the awareness part. There's a second part, which is choice. That's next module, so we're not going to do that, all right? So the first thing now is just becoming aware of the different patterns. Anything you want to ask before we wrap up? Not so much? Emma, thank you very much.